Hello, my lovely Sagittarians. Welcome to your reading for April 2022. Hope this reading finds you all well. My lovely Sagittarians, this is a general reading for you for the month of April. It's a reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Rising and Moon sign. If you would like a personalised reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and you can book a reading from there that's going to be specific to you. Thank you for liking, for sharing, subscribing to my channel, commenting. I really appreciate your support. If you like this video and would like to give me a thumbs up, I would appreciate that. That's fantastic. It gets my video out there on YouTube and helps me bring more of these videos to you. Having said all of that, I've been meditating on your energy, my lovely Sagittarians, and what I'm being told here is, what realizations are you coming to? What are you seeing almost for the first time in a different way? So there's a change in your outlook. There's a change in how you're seeing things. You're seeing things in a more of a real way. Let me explain that. We can all live in an illusion of how we interpret our life, how we believe that it is. Yet you can change your perspective and you can see things in a completely different way. How people treat you, their behaviours, where you're working, how you're working, the dynamics in your workplace, your dynamics in your relationship, the dynamics in friendships. It's as if the curtain is being lifted for you in the month of April, for you to reprioritise, rethink, relook at things in your life. Who's important? What's important? How are you needing to reshuffle your priorities? What changes need to occur in your behaviour, in your attitude, in your outlook? Life is all about perspectives. It's our perspective that creates our reality. You can have a group of people in the same situation. For example, siblings are perceived to be raised by the same parents in the same environment, yet their perception of particular incidences in growing up are going to be very, very different because their perceptions are different. And so it's about coming to that realization for you in the month of April. I'm going to draw a card from my, I'll show you, my Divine Animal Oracle deck, because I'm drawn this month to bring to all the zodiac signs your totem. Let's see what totem there is here for you for the month of April. What energy are you bringing in around you, my lovely Sagittarius? What energy is there for you? Here we go. There's I'm getting this really strange, I feel like you're going to become very present. You're going to find a lot of joy, a lot of connections. There's a lot of connections here in this month of April. Who's having a baby? Who's getting pregnant? There's a high risk of pregnancy in this month. If you don't want to have children, then just be careful. But I feel like there is a real, that's all I'm getting, So for those of you that are trying to get pregnant, good month, good month. Okay, what have you got? You have beauty. That's nice, isn't it? Beauty, the swan. The swan. The first thing that comes to mind with me with the swan is the ugly duckling, the fable, the story of the ugly duckling, where, if people perceive, oh, what an ugly duckling that is, it's a perception. Yet when the swan grows up, it grows up into this most beautiful, magnificent creature that everyone is, in awe of, in its beauty. is beauty's in the eye of the beholder. It's all a perception. It's about appreciating beauty. You know, this girl's blindfolded. And so it's not about seeing it with our eyes, but feeling it, feeling the environment, feeling what's around us, feeling the beauty, not being locked into what we are taught to see, what we want to see, but really what lies beneath all of that. That's the awareness that's coming to you. I'm going to read what it says for you. The swan. Let me just get to that point. Here we are. Okay, let me hold that up for you. Beauty is all around us if we care to observe it. The natural world provides so much of it. However, remember, beauty is highly subjective. Love yourself first and know yourself. Look for the beauty in the situation. Ask and your questions will be answered. That's the energy that comes with it. What magic? What's the swan magic? Swan magic is pure and graceful. It is perfect to use for love workings and also when you wish to find more beauty in our world. Everyone could do with a bit more beauty in their lives. I like that. Swans are associated with love and beauty in the Greek culture and as sacred, protected animals. It is also believed that swans would be mute until they were close to death. Then they would sing a stunningly haunting and beautiful song to the gods. This is the origin of the term swan song. Wow. There you go. So that's the channeled message for you, my lovely Sagittarius. What I'm going to do now is create the Celtic cross. Let's get more detail. Let's get a deeper understanding and more information of what's coming in for you for the month of April. But really the primary message here, which is absolutely beautiful, is going to be a new awareness, a change of perspective, looking at things differently, reprioritizing what is important. And I feel like that aha moment is really going to strike you quite quickly. It is going to change a lot in your everyday. It's the everyday. It's what we term the mundane. You know, it's not so mundane. There's a lot of beauty around you. It's about being aware of it. Are you awake? Are you aware? Can you see what is there for you? What is in your reality? There's a lot of weighing out. There's a lot of balancing out. There's a lot of weighing out and balancing how you look at things, what's important, what's not important. So there's this weighing out, this balancing. Change is going to come in. You've got the Eight of Wands, and change is going to come in very, very quickly around you. There's a swiftness of change. But I feel like this change is an internal change, my lovely Sagittarians. It's an internal change that's occurring in you. And there's a swiftness about that change. I feel like there's some event that comes about in the beginning of April that causes that triggers that change, that brings about that change for you. Something occurs, some realization. The winds of change are about. And I feel like that's a good thing. Something's going to happen that's going to shake up a situation or situations around you, shake you up to wake you up. That's not a bad thing. It's something that is going to really have quite positive effects as it trickles down through the month. You've also got the Nine of Wands. There's a lot to do with wands here. There's a lot to do with, and this is your suit, doing things quickly, changing things, being active, always thinking, setting new plans, setting new goals. There's a busyness around you. There's things that you're going to be leaving in the past. And this is people as well, friendships as well. There's like a review or a revision of what who really is a friend, or who is just filling in time? Who's a time filler? There's no loyalty there. You're over that. You're reaching a point where you're seeking loyalty. What have you learned from past relationships? What have you learned from past people in your life? What have you learned from situations that have occurred? Lessons that have been set in your path. This is part of your changing your perception of things, changing of your awareness, and taking with you your newfound awareness, which is going to change events in your life. Which is going to change events in your life, but you're the master of that. You're the architect of your future. You are going to create those changes. You are the magician. There's something new that you're doing, some new venture that you're undertaking, some new venture that you're doing, something that is that you want to put in place. It's time to step up. I'm feeling like I want to say to you, it's time to step up. Any venture, any new business, anything you want to undertake, it's a perfect time to start undertaking it. It's a perfect time to, make that happen. The magician is an interesting one. You are the magician. You create what is coming up around you. You create the opportunities. You're in control of these opportunities. I want to say to you, you're in control of these opportunities. You're in control of what's coming in around you. So I like that. You're ready to do that. There's some events that have occurred that has brought this about for you. And that brings great success around you, my lovely Sagittarius. Peers notice, people notice the change, the shift. The step up in how you deal with things, in your thoughts, in your actions, in what you want to achieve. People notice, and there is great success that comes with that. There's some sort of promotion, some sort of success coming in around your work, around your business, around what it is you do for a living. There's some recognition for something that you've done that brings its rewards. But it's more a reflection of the past brings in these changes in you in the present, and that brings in great success, great opportunity. Telling me to draw another card for you, so let's see what that is. I like these changes. You're going to have, what they're telling me here is it's like you're going to have itchy feet. You can no longer stay in the status quo of where you are. It is time for forward movement. It is time for change. It is time for change. Here's your forewarning. All that glitters. All that glitters isn't gold, and this is something that you're coming to realize. Promises people make. Friendships or things in your life that you think you thought were fabulous, you're going to find that it wasn't gold. It's tarnished. It's changing. It's not the true gold. And that's what you're going to be seeking. You're going to become discerning as to what you're looking for. You're going to become discerning with who you have in your life, and really look at, it's like, you get something gold, and you're going to scratch it to see, is it just fake, or does it go all the way through? Is it true? Is it true? You're going to be assessing things. What causes that? You've got the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords. All that glitters isn't gold. Just be mindful of who you listen to, who you've got around you. Not everybody is true to you. There's a lot of people that are going to be self-serving. It's about you reading between the lines. There's someone around you that's not being honest. But you will find out about that. You will discover that. That will come to the surface because you are in a month of great change on a spiritual level, on an internal level. This is your own personal growth. You're going to become aware of a lot of things in your life that are not what they seem, and that's no longer good enough for you. You're going to start seeking the real thing, whether that's loyalty in friendships, work, those that you've got around you, your goals, your dreams. You know, what was the motivation behind all of that? Is it true? Is it strong? Is it going to take you where you're needing to go? Big realizations coming up for you, my lovely Sagittarians. You've also got the Prince of Cups. It's going to take you to a new emotional way of being. You're going to feel more secure. If you're in a relationship, you're going to be moving it forward to the next stage. A greater commitment in a relationship. If you're seeking a new relationship, it's time to move forward on that, because you've got a deeper understanding of who you are this month, what you're looking for and what you want. Anything that's not true to you, it's your truth. Anything that's not true to you, you're going to see, you're going to know about. So you're so ready to move forward, to find that relationship, to move forward, even moving forward. If you're leaving a relationship or left a relationship or coming from a broken relationship, you're finding your emotional strength this month. You're coming to your own realizations. If you're in a relationship, you're moving forward to a greater commitment in that relationship, a strengthening of that relationship. It's interesting because you've got the Devil here as well. So don't be tempted to fall back into old patterns. Don't be tempted to fall back into your old patterns of being. The self-deception, the manipulation. Who around you is trying to manipulate you? Who around you is trying to manipulate you? Be aware of that. Be aware of that manipulation. I feel like you are, because you're severing a whole lot of ties. Anyone that's not there and that is not true is going to come to the surface. You're going to find out about it. You're no longer happy with it. It's time for you to stand on your own 2 feet, to be your own person. So any deception that's around you, anyone that is not honest around you, you're going to see through it. Where I feel like that situation or situations have always been around you, but you haven't really looked at it. You haven't really felt into it and looked at it and in reality. You've got heal the ouch. It's about self-healing. Anything that's hurt you or pleasing others. Pleasing others is hurting you, because you're not pursuing your truth. And so this is the warning here. It's time now to sever the ties. It's time now to be true to you. It's time now to heal the past, heal lessons that you've had, so that you can move forward. There's a forward movement here for you. I want to read what that is for you. Let's read it. Heal the ouch. There's someone there that is really standing by you, Sagittarius. You may not see it yet, but you will. This is a time for great soothing of the heart, body and soul and mind, as this card indicates that healing will be prevalent in your life now. And this is what it is. This is the realizations that you're coming to. If you feel drawn to study the healing arts, you'll be successful in developing your natural capacity to restore others to wellness. However, the message may be that you're being called to change your behaviors in order to heal the earth. Perhaps you'll switch to a cruelty-free diet, eating less meat, or perhaps you'll pay more attention to how much water or electricity you use. You're asked to be conscious of your footprint on the sacred earth and all of life, and to commit to the healing path. The Heal the Ouch card may also be an indicator of old wounds and broken bonds that meant being mended. Reconciliations are possible. Let bygones be bygones. So there's a healing, there's a realization, there's a new awareness that's coming, and that's what that card is about, bringing you to that new awareness, my lovely Sagittarius. Then you have the Nine of Pentacles. Now this new awareness, this healing of the past, this sorting out of attitudes, behaviors, people, situations, whatever it is for you. Just seeing things in the reality is going to really bring you great a change in your life for the better. Things are going to look up. Things are going to be, you're going to be in a very different place, a very different position. There's just a different attitude, different outlook, different way of being, different way of living that's coming up around you. There's abundance here in the Nine of Pentacles. There's abundance, there's joy, there's happiness, there's growth. There's fulfillment. There's a real change in attitude here with you. So really, April is really about you. What do you want to embrace? What do you want to move away from? Your final card is the Eight of Cups, which is interesting because you're walking away from things. You're walking away from things that no longer fit. You're walking away from things that are no longer good for you. You're walking away from things that you've become aware of that are holding you back, that are holding you down, that are keeping you stuck. And you're walking to a better future. You're walking to a future that you are designing. So there's going to be swift change coming in with that realization. It's like you're going to wake up one morning and think, oh, you know, this is no longer working for me. I need to change my job. I need to look at life in a different way. I need to sort through friendships, bonds that I have in order to enrich a particular part of your life. So it's like you're letting go of this big melting pot of situations in your life, sorting through them. It's like a stock take. No, they're showing me like it's like a box, you know, a filing box. You're going through your files and going, okay, there's too much here. I've got to get rid of stuff. I've got to sort through stuff and keep only what is important to me. That's what they're telling me here. So it's going to be, and you doing that is going to be so good for you. It really is going to take you where you want to go. I'm going to draw a card from the Divine Abundance deck for you. Let's see what that has to say as a final affirmation for the month of April. Allowing. Well, there you go. Allowing. Release. Radical acceptance says yes to reality in any given moment. So what's needed can come next. That wraps it up, doesn't it? That ties it up really, really nicely. Allowing. Just allow. Just allow that flow to happen, my lovely Sagittarians. My lovely Sagittarians, I wish you love, light and many blessings. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and book a reading from there that will be specific to you.